Hey guys, this is John. As most of you guys in the Grand Valley know as Jethro, I want to welcome you guys to my disc golf channel, Jethro Throws Disc Golf. Today I'm at Riverbend Disc Golf Course in Palisade, Colorado. This, in my opinion, is one of the best courses we have in town. You have scenic views. We're right next to the Book Cliffs. Right behind the camera is the mesa, and then we have this beautiful water carry on hole one that I'm about to hit and show you guys. I just want you guys to stay in tune. Keep watching my progress. Keep watching the channel. I'm going to show you every course we have in town, and then we're going to work our way up to like Glenwood and Eagle, and maybe try some courses in Utah. But we're going to try to grow this channel just to show the disc golf on the Western Slope. Um, Stay tuned, and let's go to hole one. A lot of you guys have been asking, why do I want to start a YouTube channel? Well, I haven't seen many videos since I've started playing here, like 2012, 13. I picked up disc golf then. My friend Trevin showed me kind of how to throw. We have a store locally in Grand Junction called Triple Play, and they used to do a bin full of used discs. So instead of going to spend money on discs, not know how to throw, I'd always go down there, search through the bin. Had no idea what flight patterns or names or anything that were. Um, and I just started throwing. It it took me about 6 to 7 years to actually pay attention to what the wind's doing, the flight patterns. It's pretty tough to start out. But as a Grand Junction local, we're kind of saturated in such a great spot. We have tons of disc golf courses in our town. We have hiking, fishing, rafting, you can go wine hopping, whatever you want to do. The Palisade, where I live, is where I'm making my first video. It's the trifecta. I'm surrounded by nature's beauty. I'll do a little spin around. Look, this is Palisade. Start with a little wet today, but right there's the mesa. Um, yeah. So, so we made it to hole one. Hole one, as you can see, throws across this pond. I don't think you can see the basket, so in editing, I'll zoom in. But this plays as a 252-foot throw over the water. Thankfully, it's cold enough we have ice. I'm going to be throwing servo. I got this out of my MVP mystery box. I did get my first ace on this about 3 weeks ago. I was playing, no one else was out here, threw into a wind. We had a right to left wind, and it skipped off the bank over there right in. So let's give it a try and see if we can do it on camera. Um, yeah, let's go for it. Oh, didn't get it high enough. And where I just landed is a really good spot of where not to land. So I'm gonna grab a disc real quick. We're gonna try it one more time. Just for camera views, we're gonna go off of every single one. We're gonna play all OBs. If I landed on the bank, I'm inbound, but it leaves me up with a hard putt. So I'm gonna go with an Essence. This is my go-to disc. I didn't give enough juice on that one, so let's try it again. There we go. That was enough juice. Ooh, just barely. Let's go see where that landed. I will say one of my biggest goals this year is to get out and play more tournaments. Um, there's a lot I haven't done with my disc golf career because I've been just trying to build up the confidence, get those shots that I need to make, find the discs that I can throw. Palisade is a hard course. I believe this year they're trying to make it an A tier. There's a lot of bombers on this course, and I've been getting closer, par fours. On a good day, I can get birdies, but some of the closest ones are just really hard to get. The front half of this course, besides this front two open ones that I'm showing you, are gonna turn into a wooded area, and then on the back half, it's gonna turn into an open area where you can unleash your power if you got power. I'm still learning my power, where to put my foot, but something that I've done every day is I watch disc golf every day. And I feel like if you watch disc golf every day, it's going to help you round. So I found my first one, and this is what I have to look through to get to the basket. But as I said, we're going off of one, so we're going to show you what I got. All right, see if we can knock this down for par. Put my mini down. I do like to putt with Lunas. I'm really trying to find my brand that I like to putt with the most. So far, I'm really loving MVP, but always been a Discmania fan. And I say that as I'm holding a Luna. For me, Lunas just have the right feel, the soft Lunas, and they do exactly what I need them to do. Make chains. But a lot of you people are wondering, also, what does my mini look like? Well, it's a picture of my son, because he lives with his mom in Denver, so I have him close to me every time I play. And I honestly think every time I have this with me, I play my best game. So let's see if we can play our best game today. Right now we are headed to hole number 2. This is another bomber throw. The last one wasn't as far, but this one, you want to set up where you know it leaves you a putt, because there's OB left and right, and left and right are some thick trees and bushes, and big thing on the western slope is Russian olives. We have a lot of Russian olives, so I would say you could play fairway. It's going to set you up for the best approach on this one. This is the furthest one here, so let me set up the camera and I'll get you shown. All right, guys, welcome to hole number 2. This is going to be a 462 par 3. Sometimes I feel it should be a par 4, but we do have a lot of guys with some big arms that it's an easy birdie. But for me, I'll just try to get the par on it. For the best landing spots, in my opinion, anywhere in the 4 fairway that is next to that white pylon, past that white pylon, and then that little patch of grass that's sticking up, those, in my opinion, if you can get there a little further, the best spot for the layup, because the basket is 200 feet straight past that pylon, and you have to watch out. We have OB right and OB left, so I'm gonna be throwing my inertia today. I got this on Thursday, I believe, at Triple Play. I've been really getting an MVP disc. This one is pretty understable because it's a 159 gram and the flight pattern is 9.5 -2.2. So let's see if I can do this hole justice. Let's try it out real quick. Oh, stay out of there. Go straight. Just stop right there. Right there. Ooh. I walked that way out there, but we'll see where I'm at. I'm right along the edge, and that's kind of where you don't want to be. So let's figure it out. That release is not what I wanted. It did flip up to straight, but I landed where I said not to land. So what better than to show you guys why not to land there. This one's always just been hard. Either I throw a 2 under stable disc and it goes to the right OB, or I throw 2 over stable disc and then it goes where I just landed. If you can get out where I landed, then you do have a good position if you're a forearm thrower. I'm not a forearm thrower, so this is going to be fun. You guys are going to see the worst and best of John today, but let's see if we could find my disc. So as you see what I mean, you land right here or by this grass, you got a good shot for the basket back there. Where I landed could be anywhere in here, and that is not fun because most of this is just Russian olives. So I believe I made it just long enough to have a decent throw. Yep, there I am. So from here, I got to do a putt out to right there. So see if I can make it happen. All right, guys, like I told you, where I ended up is not the best position for the basket over there. The only difference is I have all these Russian olives I got to work at. I can get low, but I'm not trying to get wet. I've been working on my rollers with my putters because I putt with a Luna. So if I can get just up there and for it to curl just for a putt, then that's what I'm going to try to do. Let's see if today's the day. Oh gosh. And that is why you don't do rollers, everybody. Because now I have a long putt. Here we are, hole 3, Palisade. I noticed I'm saying Palisade a lot, so we'll see if I can change that. My putts might have been missed on that one. I don't know if I clicked record or not, but I took a 4 on 2. This one is going to be another difficult one because you have Mando right, so you have to go in between these trees, and the basket can't pick it up just yet, but it is straight ahead through these trees. We have that arc of that tree right there. I throw a heat and I throw it on a Anheuser, and I try to have it come out to flat so I can get closest to the basket. This one's still kind of a rip. This one is in position B, so they say it's 381. Sometimes it feels that it plays a lot further. And then I started getting hot, surprisingly, even though it's like 30 degrees out here, but took off my jacket, so maybe it will help the game, maybe not. But let's try it. Nice Anheuser, a rip, and an Anheuser high to have it come out. Kind of like that. That's all right. There's a log there that you can hit. There's a ditch that runs across here. You don't want to get anywhere close to that. So I feel that log that I just hit up there is going to set me up for another just putt approach to get a par, hopefully. Some of these holes, I just feel like I'm not giving myself a fair chance, you know. Some reason I'm not letting go with enough power. I don't know. I think I have to step aside and really think about my footwork and where my hands are going. But where I ended up, see if I can switch the camera around here in a second, and I'll show you. It's going to be pretty nice. Yeah, as you see, all this down here to the left is OB. But it does leave you kind of a lot of room, minus the mud that we have. But let's see if I can find my disc. So again, just gonna keep going for the Luna. I might try to sink this one in. I have a really good spin putt. I don't have to jump or anything, but I also am gonna try to play it safe. So let's see what magic I can do here. Oh, going. Come on, come on. All right, see, I just put myself up for a 4, but wait, that's going to be a 3. I thought I went in the ditch. Sometimes you second guess yourself, but I'll take that. I'll take that product. So as we walk up here, you can see how close my approach was. Not bad. If I would have given it a little bit more height, probably would have gone in. But here's first person. Tap this in. Booyah. So here we are, hole 4 at Riverbend Disc Golf Course. See, I changed it up from Palisade. I'm just joking. This is going to be in position C, which is 368 feet. We have OB left and OB right if you go way above those trees. But the only thing stopping you from doing that is that we have a mandatory. So as you can see, it's pretty hard. Our basket's straight down this open gully you have right here. I'll be getting a drone here soon so I can do flybys so you guys can actually see the way you guys want to go. With this branch that's leaning off to the left, I like to go left and high with my Essence. Right now I have a headwind, so it should make it flippy and be able to hold. But some people try to go through this skinny gap, and there's another gap, kind of like a fairway down there that's open, but it's even tighter. So I try to go the high Anheuser. If you're really good at forehand, you'll be better than me at this. But let's see if I can demonstrate. Most of the time, you end up hitting one of these trees and bouncing OB in the ditch. But if you land anywhere in the middle of the fairway and you're good at your approaches, you got a good chance. So let's see, a little bit of headwind, put a little ante on it, and a lot of power. Oh, perfect. Come on. Hold that. Come back. Come back. All right, I just crushed that. Let's go find out where it went. Now I'm gonna show you the point of view of what I'm talking about. You have to make sure that you miss this tree, and then you can see where that fairway opens. The basket's right down there, which makes this so much harder to get through. Because as you're going, you have just tight gaps, and it's really rough. I'll say being today with the muddiness of the ground and then the tee pads not being dry, I'm doing pretty good. I'm wearing basketball shoes. I kind of really like that ankle support. So, well, I know a lot of people wear Vans, and I just don't know how they do it. I can't do that. But we are getting close to where my disc went. You can see I'm off to the right. I did flex back pretty hard, so I'm hoping we got up here, which we did. This is the other pin position from back there. Still kind of difficult, but with the look that I got, I have a chance of getting a birdie on this one. You just got to use the wind to your advantage. Here's my Essence, and there's the basket. I'd say circle 2, but we'll see if I can make the putt. So on this one, I try to visualize what I'm doing next with my putt. Am I crock-eyed, crooked? What's my footing look like? What am I doing? But from where I landed, I'm kind of flat, but still this is just out of my range where it's uncomfortable. So when I putt, if many of you guys have noticed when you played with me, I'll go up, practice the line, and then release. So let's see if I can replicate that right here for this too. Right there, we got the 2. Look at that. That feels really good. You know, from that hard hole, the position where I landed, just to have an easy upshot like that for a 2, we'll take it every day. Here we're at on hole 5. This hole is in position C, which is the furthest position. That is 384. In front of me, as you can see, we have all these trees and gaps to work through. I tend to like to throw my Essence again on this one. I do have a little bit of headwind, so it will help it flip up just nice. Even if I go strat or straight, it'll just help it stay where I want it to. Again, OB left creek, and that's all you have to worry about. If you do hit a tree, you want to make sure you're in a really good position, because where it's at, it's kind of hard. There's harder positions on this hole, but this one, if you can get straight through this little gap over here to the right and push down straight, you'll have a good chance at a birdie also. So let's see if I can replicate that. Oh, hit tree and hit tree. You know, I'll take that. I'm straight in the fairway. I hit right tree, left tree, but bounced straight. So let's see what we can do. Playing this course throughout the years of playing it, I've gotten way better. Actually take the time to learn my disc, like I said on hole 1 and hole 2. Once you can learn the disc, the release, the let go, the angle, the speed, this course will soon become your best friend. That's something that I've asked professionals and They always just say consistency. Out here practicing, out here playing, because there's only one way to get better, and that's to play every day. I know that doesn't work for some people, but we do have people in our valley that do play every day, and they are really good. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to get better at a course. Just play it every day. My goal for this course is to make a video once a week or once every 2 weeks at this course and just try to break par. The par is hard, and all these right now are in long position. So as you'll see throughout my game today, you'll see where they're at. I didn't end up too bad. I hit this tree, then I hit this tree, and landed square in the middle of the fairway. That's kind of like that's a lucky one because you usually end up over there. But as you can see, the basket's down there, so I'll be able to set myself up for a nice little putter approach and maybe get the 2, but it's probably going to be a 3 today. Let's see what we can do. I always try to do a standstill putter. A lot of people do run-ups, a lot of people do jump putts, but for me, I put my foot and I'll just pull through. So I put my foot here and I release like this, just one solid movement. Because these Lunas like to flip up a little, I can put on a little bit of hyzer, and it will do its thing. And one thing Palisade's also really known for is the amount of trains that come through here every day, all through the night. I live here, so in the middle of the night, it'd be like 3 a.m. They're honking their horns as loud as they can. So it's best when you're playing, if they're going, try to tune them out, but they do like to blow their horns at the wrong time. So let's see. Straight down there, got a nice skip up. Should be a good par. Let's find out. Dang, as I come up here, I realized I left my mini I showed you of my son somewhere on the course back there. So I'm just gonna have to putt for my Luna. If any of you guys play the course and find it, I live in Palisade. Let me know. Name's Jethro Toll on Facebook. I'm a part of the Grand Valley Disc Golf page, so if you guys find it, just let me know. So let's just try to keep playing through and get this 3. Yep. You win some and you take some. And right there should have been a 3. That's what happens when you have lack of confidence in your putting. And I'd have lack of confidence the closer I am. Further I am, I'm good. But closer I am, it's that lack of confidence. And the fact that I lost my mini kind of got in my head, but you have to work through that stuff, you know? Can't let it affect your game the whole time. So we'll get there. We'll get the game going. If I have to, I'll go back and find it, but I don't remember. So let's see what happens. Hole number 6. Hole number 6 is in the long position again, position C. It is only 235, so when I say long, it's really gettable. But the problem is, you have this mass amount of trees, and the basket's just straight ahead, tucked by a bunch of baskets. So I do have friends that like to throw sidearms and just go flip up straight and just push up just to get a good landing spot. I believe for me, I like going straight through this gap on a hyzer, and with enough power, maybe try to get it to skip around. So hopefully I can show you that. I'm gonna throw my inertia again. This is just me testing out this hole with the inertia. I'm gonna try to just push it straight and see if I can get it to flip. Most of the time I ended up hitting these trees on the left and the right. So it's all about your release. This hole is about the release and the speed. Oh, it went straight, but it hyzed out. Okay. I skipped up on top of the road. Maybe not throw that disc again on this one, because it does flip up straight in a headwind. But I did get lucky, and I did get on the road. So I'll show you what I mean here in a sec. This is the gap I'm talking about. It's a hard gap because of the trees left and right. But when you get up here in a second, I'll show you why I prefer it. There's a lot more open ground. Um, the road up here is hard, so if you have enough disc speed, then you possibly could have enough to skip to where the basket is over there. But I'll show you where I landed. And this is the amazing part. When you get up here, you can already see Garfield peeking up through the trees over there. But as I turn around when I get on this really muddy path, a little bit of the mesa's peeking through. But as you can see, when we get to that other angle, there's the basket. It's a little bit not as open. You'll have to just land up right here. As for me, from where I landed over there, I am maybe circle 2 again from the basket. But the problem with this basket, there's a mega death putt underneath that the basket. So it's usually smart to lay up from here, but I'm John. I don't lay up. I go for it, and then I pay the consequences. As I walk up here, hopefully we can just drain this and forget about it. But again, you always got to be careful about that death putt. And also, I'm gonna find out where to put my camera. So you'll notice that you are right next to there, and if I go bad, I will hit my phone into the ditch. So this is where this stress builds up. Let's get another great putt today. Come on, man. Yep, and death putt. Oh, great. And this is why you just lay up, or you make it. One of the two, because it went right past you. And I don't even know if I can see it, but we're gonna putt again. I'm not gonna move the camera because I'll have nowhere to put it down here. But I'm going 15 feet down because that's what happens. I didn't go out of bounds though, so I am down here, and let's see if we can make up for that. All right, let's take the par. We'll just take the par and move on to the next one. Here we are, hole 7. It's 441 feet. There's a big tree off to the left, way down there. It is next to that tree to the left, surrounded by more trees. This one you have to be careful in the summertime. This canal that runs around here is usually full, so you won't get your disc back until winter time. And then we do have OB left, which is a very thick little ditch that smells terrible. So always bring a towel. I didn't bring a towel. Don't fall after me. But for me, I'm going to do my inertia again, have a little bit of a headwind. I'm going to try to go out straight, because if you hold left, you're going to skip into the bushes. We don't want that. So for me, I'm going to go hold straight with as much power as I can and try to get myself up in the fairway as far as I can, so I have a putt down. Yeah, see what we could do. Oh, that is money. Oh, it turned over. No, that's money right there, guys. Woo! I'm like dead straight down there. There's a little road that comes along here. I'm past that. I'm gonna have a really good spot for that. So let's go find where it's at. Like I said with this one, you want to stay out of those hazards because it gets so brutal. And half the time when you're playing a tournament or playing with your friends, you're looking you're looking for your disc. I'll give you a prime example as we walk by. This is that little road I'm talking about. The tee pad's right there. You have a little road that goes through. It doesn't play OB, but all this thick grass is just so detrimental to the game, because if you land in there, all those Russian olives take priority over your disc, and it usually plays OB. That's why they cut it down to where you could see the fairway. Again, the ditch is over there too. You don't want to be in there. That's OB, but anywhere on the road up there is in bounds. But this is where my drive ended up. The reason why I wanted it right here is I have so much more opening to get down into where the hole's at. I could do a nice little smooth hyzer, but the inertia actually did really well on that one. I got it to flip up like I wanted to, and from where the tee pad is over there to here, we're set up pretty good. Let's see if we can get it in now. All right, so where I'm at right now, I probably have 100 foot, maybe 115 feet to get in to where the basket is down there. I'm gonna try to push around this big cottonwood and just land where I have an easy up shot. I don't have the sidearm to get down into there that way, and I don't feel like going straight dead center because of that big tree that's right there. So we're just gonna try to do a nice little upshot like that and just get her down in there. Just like that. Still hit a tree, but almost went in because of that tree. Let's go find out where I landed. So as we come up here, you can kind of see why I had the hyzer around. I didn't get it quite where I wanted to. I still hit a branch, but my goal was to try to come to the right side of this big cottonwood. But I believe if we go down in here, I did give myself a putt. And that's also the fun part of this, is trying to find where you landed. And I did. I landed on the other side right here to get myself a putt. So let's make it. So as we walk up here to putt, one thing that I can stress is just repetition and being consistent. Practicing things that you don't do all the time, because that's the only way that's going to make it better. And I have another short putt, so for me, I'm going to stand up here on the wood, and the shorter ones are always the hardest ones for me. So let's see. There's one. We'll just go with the one. That's the one that mattered. So here we are, hole number 8. This is 456 feet. It is in the B position. There's really not OB unless you go right into the canal. Sometimes happens with some strong winds. There's a little berm out there you can kind of see. You want to be to the left of that, about 150 feet. There's a tall tree standing up, and that's where the hole's at. On this one, I am going to throw 2 because I kind of want to see what I can get for distance. I'm going to throw my real one, which will be my heat. The 6 claw heat, I really like it. It's more stable than the other heats I've thrown, but I do feel confident we have a little bit of headwind that I can keep it straight and high, and I should be able to get some distance out on this. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's money. That is money right there. Maybe not. There are some bushes on the left side over there. You want to be more straight out. So we'll still go for my heat, but let's try the inertia. Let's see if we can get that initial inertia out of it. But I'm going to end out more straight to that berm and just try to hook it back in there. Oh, there we go. Or we're going to land on the berm. We're just right next to the berm. That's actually a pretty good spot. Gives me a nice little upshot to get in there for the 3. So let's just keep going. Another thing you guys should be pretty cautious about is bringing enough water. Right now, you don't seem to need to drink a lot, but when it's like 107 out here, there's no shade out in the back here. It gets hot, so always make sure to bring some water. I'm not a sponsor, so. Always bring water. Always bring snacks. Me, I'm a bigger dude trying to lose weight, so always got to bring water. Got to bring a snack because usually at 18 or 19, actually, there's 19 holes. I get really tired, and you don't need that. I don't need that. I like to play, so just something to keep in mind. So as we get up here, my inertia and my heat's over there, are in the same distance. So I'm getting consistent with distance. See how this one would be nice? The basket's right behind that tree, just a little hyzer in. But right over here, you'll kind of see why you kind of want to stay away from this side. Again, just look how beautiful it is out here. That's why I just say it's probably one of the prettiest courses in Grand Junction. Even though Palisade's a little outside, I count it as the same. But yeah, over here where I'm at, I will have some bushes in the way. Yeah, from here, bushes, but it's still possible to get there. So, see what we can do. Kind of wish you guys could have heard what I just heard. I'm right next to the high school, actually. I'm on the other side, and they just went on the intercom saying lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. So hopefully it's just a training exercise, but I'll just keep them in my prayers. So I'm gonna putt with my Luna. I'm just gonna go straight out right of this oak tree, not oak, cottonwood tree that's right there. See if we can just get it to come back in for an easy par. Let's see. But this bush is right in my way too, so gonna have to go hard, and hopefully I know what I'm doing. Oh, and I nicked it, but that nick just made me park it. So sometimes the trees out here in the bushes help you out. That was kind of my fault, but I'll take whatever I can get, you know. Let's go find out where it's at. Oh yeah, that was friendly. I'm about 5 feet away. That's probably stupid, so I wouldn't do this. I'm just gonna put while I'm holding the camera. Let's see. Easy 3. All right, here we are at maybe our longest, if not our second longest. This is a total of 594 feet. This one is in our C position. You're gonna want to go as far as you can straight. There's a road, and usually if you get past that road that's right in the middle, that's a good landing spot. This basket is a par 4, so it's way to the right, which is hard to see on the camera. Again, I'm gonna do my heat, and hopefully this tee pad doesn't affect my game as much, but I'm gonna try to go maybe a little anhyzer out and try to have it come back past the road and try to set myself up. I tend to release early and with hyzer, and I go that way, which is a whole nother drive. So if you can get yourself a good close, like 300, 350, even 4 if you can, then that sets you up for a perfect chance at a birdie. So see what I could do. Oh, come back. It's all right. I didn't get past the road, but I did hyzer this way, and it did kind of flatten out. It just leaves me with a really hard approach shot to get birdie. Par, I'm not worried about, but we're going for birdies here. So let's go see. This hole for me has always just been one of the most difficult holes, but it's also one of the easiest holes because you don't really have anything blocking your way. I think it's kind of frustrating because sometimes, very rarely, I'll have really good shots, and then half the time they don't end up where you want them to be. I'm not too worried about this position though. It could be worse. Yeah, let me kind of show you. But as you see, the tee pad's there. and then you'll come along this way. I usually end up out there past that road, which makes it harder, but I ended up coming over here. So the fun part, these leaves they have in piles, so it makes it easier. But I'm over here, which isn't terrible, which I should be able to get there because the basket's just straight ahead over there. So let's see if we can do it. I might do a zenith, so let's try it out. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go essence. There's a little bit of headwind, but I can still hold it straight and just try to push as far as I can. It's hard for running up for me when it's not a T-pad, so even if I get a 4 on this, that's a par. But we're still gonna try to go for that birdie. So let's see. Oh, come back. Woohoo! I might have just parked that one. We might be getting a birdie on this, guys. Let's go. If I landed where I think I landed, I might be 15 feet away from the basket. That's going to be a good birdie. But like I said, further I'm back, I miss more. Tonight we have putting league, which you guys will be along for that too. But oh, I might be good, like 25 feet out. But still going to be a hard birdie. It's got to be confident. Like I said, further it is, the better it is. So here, let me show you where I'm at. For my second throw, that is not bad to land right here to where the basket's at, because T-pad's way back there. So if you can land here, you should be set. So like I said, where I landed is just such a beautiful shot for my power to land here on my hole number 2. Well, not hole number 2, shot number 2. I messed up on that. But also, like, look behind me. I've got the Grand Mesa, the largest flat top mountain in the world, in my backyard. I think that's pretty spectacular to have, that no one else gets to have. And that's mine. It's my backyard. But like I said, let's try to make this putt for the birdie. We're gonna go up and then putt. That's for me to kind of feel the way I want to release it. And let's just chink it in. Just like that. A birdie. That's a really good feeling on this one. 3 shots, 3 beautiful shots. So let's just keep on the birdie train. Right now, I think I might be +2, +1. I'll have the scores down there as I keep going, but yeah, let's just keep going. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stop talking as much as I have been. My phone's dying, so I want to be able to show all 18. So from now, I'm just going to show you my drives, and then I'll talk a little bit so I can save my battery. But I will do 2 drives off this. This is in position A, 315. There's 2 ways to go about it. You can go right around these 2 trees right here, or I might go Anheuser and try to go in. But I'm going to show both of these just for you guys to see. So first one, Anheuser. We're going to go out over this big tree right here and back. That was pretty good. It stabled up too much, but let's try this around the tree. You have to go high. Honestly, they're both going to land in the same spot, so it's not bad. That's just where you want to be. So right here is where my Anheuser landed, which is kind of all right, but we'll just try to make the putt. If not, let's park it and move on. Or we could have just gone in, but we'll take that one. Let's go find out where it's at. So where we landed wasn't bad. A good inside circle one. Just for an easy par. There's no way that you don't want it. Easy par. Easy pars are... Don't do that. Don't throw two. Just stick with one. But yeah, parred that one. Let's go on to the farthest one. Here we at, hole 11. This is in far position. This one actually is shorter than that one by 1 foot. This is 550. It does play OB road, so you have to be on the right side of the road, which makes it hard. I'm gonna go inertia, put some anhyzer on it, high, have it try to just go as far as I can. Someone did leave the T-pad muddy, so that's a little unfortunate, but let's see. Oh yeah, that is money right there. All right, that's a good upshot. That will leave me still another far upshot, but this one still plays as a par 4, so we got it. So where I landed on this shot's actually probably one of my best shots on this one. Doesn't look so far when you look back, but when you see how close that basket on the mound is to make it a par 4, you can't be sad about it. So I'm gonna throw my buzz. This is my first disc I ever played with in like 2012, 2013. So where it's at, since it's really understable or wherever I want it, I'm gonna hold it back at this angle, an anhyzer, and push the road, but try to get it back close as I can to that mound. If you can land right next to that mound, that's where you want to land. Come on, sit up, Glad. It's going to be make for a hard putt, but if not a birdie, it will be a par. So let's go find it. So where I landed is kind of where I wanted to be. I was hoping more to be closer, so it's an easier putt, because this is a hard putt. Just hoping I can go in for the birdie. If not, hopefully it hits basket and just stays on the hill. But let's try it. Let's see. That's fine. We'll take that all day. We almost got it though, but almost isn't good enough for a birdie. But let's take our time right here and we'll go for the par, because par is good. There's this old man named Lyle that I used to work for Gateway Canyons Resorts, and so I don't know how many more videos I'm going to be able to make of this course today. My phone battery is dying and I'm running out of storage. So I'm at hole 12, and then if I can fit any more in, I will as quickly as I can, just to optimize my phone. I'll just remember to bring my battery booster pack for my phone so we don't have this happen. But right now I'm at hole 12. It's in B position, which is 295. There's a Mando tree over there that has a sign that's pointing this way, and it's in this first clump of trees right in there down in the bottom. So I'm going to go Essence and just hold it and see if I can get it up in there real quick. Or almost ace it. That could have been cool, you know, hit basket and no chains. So, whoops. So I did end up hitting basket, but I hit it hard enough it rolled back here. So at least let's try to see if I can capitalize on this birdie. Let's try it out. Just like that, a birdie's good on this, no matter what. Let's keep on going, see how many birdies we can get before my phone dies. Hopefully not soon. Hey guys, so I just want to let you know, after hole 12, my phone did die, and then I didn't have enough memory to keep going, but I will remember that I need to charge my phone, even though it was 100, probably bring a booster pack. But if you enjoyed today's little short round, I guess you could call it, let me know. Like, subscribe, share it with all your friends, just to help me get more confident and keep going. I'm excited to keep trying to do this at least once a week. I got putting league tonight, so if you have any pointers, make sure to give me pointers on my throwing. Give me pointers on the video making. I'm going to try to just expand. I have people wanting to be on with me so I can have some guests. So just keep watching and subscribe.